You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she ain't.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Blue 58.
Check Mike 47.
Big stop.
26.
Let's go. Check nickel. Watch out.
Wide left.
Jam. Alert 3.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
Whip. Watch the
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
You got tight.
He was brought down by
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
Poco over here. Right.
39-yard line.
Slam. Switch.
Yeah, Liz.
Slam. Shit. Kill.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 43.
Strong back. Jump out. Hey, Haywood. Easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Here we go. 22-jet bomber. Let's go. Get it.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Bravo. Big hit.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Yo, go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
On the ready.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Blue draw Corkers. 55.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Swing.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 88. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Safe. Check.
Hey, leg.
Check hot route. Hot.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I'm here all day.
Let's go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
Ready, break.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch safety creep.
Leo.
Safety's creeping. Hey.
Yep.
Switch gears. Rush in.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Keep playing hard.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Lindsey. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The
line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is taken at the 18. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Check 26, check 26. Out. Big edge. Check.
Hey, Sam on. Look at me. Zipper. Fire.
On 1st down, Locke steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming, double up. Kill.
Go.
Turn it up.
Hey, orbit.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
36.
Hey, Echo.
41 Mike. You.
Hey, Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Lock to throw on second down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Denver.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. We talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Alert flare.
Clear.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, Jet. Big grip.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon.
Watch out.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's
Go.
You don't want no problems with me.
Go. Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Jones. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Check 24, check 24. Shift, watch the shift. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Hey, high 7.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
Come on,
line.
baby. Let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Hey, exit. Go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now.
That's mine. I got him.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got him.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go on.
Hey, Zoo.
58's the mic.
Look at me. Zipper.
Ricky.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, past the 20. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
Tight dog.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming for you, son.
Go. Go.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Locke. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check.
Check 37. Check 37. Check. Fresno.
Switch.
Watch that. Home right. Shift.
Easy.
Deuce. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Wide.
Yeah, Liz.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Tackle.
Hey, Charlie.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 9.
Check hot route. Hot.
25. Check 25. Check.
Check 50.
Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes, and it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the run.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lock to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Hey, watch edge.
Check 50. Check 50.
Bravo. Blue draw Corkers.
Safety's creeping.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Stick the oar.
Pull it together. Hey, switch it.
To throw is Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Rush in.
Yo, go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 50, huh? Watch run.
Rodgers to throw.
Let's go, Heavy.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 36 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Guys, it's our time.
Smooth.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. What we got? 41's the mic.
Set, go. Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game.
You ready?
Instead, second down.
Come on, baby.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, orbit. Fire.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Back to throw. Locke. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Da-da-da. 319.
In your face.
On first down, Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.